Welcome to the academic presentation series. Today we look at an introduction to the academic presentation in English. We focus on design, delivery, and evaluation. Let's take a look at the design. I summarized the design into four aspects: presentation, engagement, multimodality, and content. Presentation, in other words, is the design of the presentation slides. We need to make sure our slides are designed professional, but also the slides can embed some of our own styles, so that can be quite uniquely presented and attract attentions of your audience. What engagement, in other words, refers to what you can do to keep your audience engaged. Most audience would like to learn from your talk. You may have a lot to say in one presentation slide or slides, but you need to ensure that you highlight a few things that can be remembered by your audience. You may also consider having some interactive components to engage with your audience. Then you just present the whole time yourself. It's a little bit tricky though. So I'll just give you a couple of examples. For instance, you may have a little quiz to gather their understanding of a concept before introducing it properly based on the literature. Or you can use some questions to wrap up your presentation so your audience can join you to keep thinking about some key issues arising from your talk. Think about how you may engage your audiences in your presentation design. You can be quite creative if you like. The third one is multimodality. You might think of using visual cues, using videos, audios, etc. Remember, you'd like to use some of those tools to help you engage your audience and make your presentation interesting and in your own style. Remember, use them when necessary, not too much to take out the attention you'd like to draw your audience on, which pretty much is the next aspect, content. As mentioned, content comes from the article you are reviewing from for your current practice. However, in the future, it may lay out from your own work or project you are involved in. You certainly cannot simply present every word you'd like to say on PowerPoints, but what you can do is to minimize the words, usually 20 to 30 words per slide, to highlight the key points for your audience. This way allows them to easily follow your logic and your talk. You can prepare notes under each of your slides to remind you of the detailed content you'd want to share with your audience. All right, let's look at the general structure of an academic presentation, same as the template we have provided for you to use. We will unpack each of them in the next few videos. So those aspects would assemble a good structure of the presentation. Next one, let's look at delivery. My golden rule is practice makes perfect. Like this video, I made some notes and practice a few times before filming. Even with practice, you can still hear I might have stumbled. As you hear my speech so far, I'm not speaking too fast or too slow. I'm quite calm as I'm speaking to you. My speech can be formal or slightly informal as I would like to engage with my audience. They are you. Our interactions, however, are minimal in this style, but you can possibly hear that I relate my experience to this presentation, so you don't feel too bored, I hope. So time. We need to keep time as required, usually 20 minutes for a standard academic presentation in most international conferences, which are followed by 10 minutes questions. You don't want to take up too much time as your audience wishes to engage with you after your talk. More importantly, you don't want to be banned from other presenters because you present over time, because that's not really professional. Again, practice makes perfect. So set a timer each time of your practice. Do some rehearsals. Finally, after the delivery, it's time to evaluate. The evaluate can be taken into two levels. In your class, you may have been given opportunities to evaluate each other's presentation based on, the presentation, engagement, multimodality, and content, or other rubrics as provided by your instructor. I'm sure that all of those are important for you to evaluate your peers' works. But don't forget, this is also a great learning opportunity for you to reflect on your own experience. Therefore, it is crucial for you to take a moment to sink in and consider a few aspects as listed here. Consider, what have I accomplished? What haven't I accomplished? Challenges I faced, how did I respond to them? Will there be better ways to deal with challenges? What have I learned from the course, my instructor, my peers, and my own experience? How and in what ways am I able to do to improve my presentation? What shall I do to prepare and deliver my next presentation? Take those questions with you as you evaluate your own experience, your own presentation, but also your own peers' fantastic works. All right, this is all for today. Thank you. Good luck for your presentation.